بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها النبي إذا طلقتم النساء فطلقوهن لعدتهن وأحصوا العدة واتقوا الله ربكم لا تخرجوهن من بيوتهن ولا يخرجن إلا أن يأتين بفاحشة مبينة وتلك حدود الله ومن يتعد حدود الله فقد ظلم نفسه لا تدري لعل الله يحدث بعد ذلك أمرا فإذا بلغن أجلهن فأمسكوهن بمعروف أو فارقوهن بمعروف وأشهدوا ذوي عدل منكم وأقيموا الشهادة لله ذلكم يوعظ به من كان يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر ومن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب ومن يتوكل على الله فهو حسبه إن الله بالغ أمره قد جعل الله لكل شيء قدرا واللائي يئسن من المحيض من نسائكم إن ارتبتم فعدتهن 3 أشهر واللائي لم يحضن وأولاة الأحمال أجلهن أن يضعن حملهن ومن يتق الله يجعل له من أمره يسرا ذلك أمر الله أنزله إليكم ومن يتق الله يكفر عنه سيئاته
As the gender war rages on, in order to keep the peace, we must discuss the exact facts. Welcome to Ex-Faktly. I'm your host, Saudi Mal. Remove your shoes, enter upon your right foot, upon the right state of mind, be in the lap. Topic: social self-inflicted wounds. Social self-inflicted wounds. And this topic is dealing with, of course, gender. And we only know 2 genders, male and female.
Are you sure? I think there's like 72.
Well, outside of
you were just talking about it.
Outside of Islam, we have no knowledge of it. If Allah Ta'ala didn't reveal it, then we have no knowledge of it. Alhamdulillah. So we have guests today. Introduce yourself, starting from the right, inshallah.
Y'all know who I am.
You gotta do these five.
No, here is the difference. This is Amoo Yusuf, the one they love to hate.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, and
Isa Muhammad.
Isa Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum. Khalid bin Amoo, aka Moroccan Dragon.
Wow.
Well, that's retired now, but now it's Director Khalid.
Oh, Director Khalid, yeah.
Khalid, I'm public now.
And another one.
And another one.
And another one.
Thank you for having me here, Barakallahu Fikum.
Alhamdulillah.
Small keys.
So the topic again is social self-inflicted wounds, and we were discussing pre-show about how women, for ages before Islam and for ages have been disenfranchised. right? Because of the disenfranchising of women, came many different calls and movements. The major ones, it's wild in this aspect. They were led by men. You know, without the backbone and the muscle and the elbow grease of men, those movements would have never took off. The first quote unquote feminist movement for the suffrage and stuff like that, I think men in attendance dominated. Maybe they heard women would be there. You got to consider. You got to consider, right? We have with us just the lay Muslim, regular Muslim brothers, and you have Shuyuk today that are simping
all the time.
and they think that they will gather the women. And I made a statement in one of the little discussions we have on Fridays. I made a statement that the women are very much neglected in the dawah. See, not necessarily going out hitting the streets or rally whatever in the dawah itself. Women are neglected in the point that the dawah takes what? It takes carriers, it takes supporters. That's financial and sharing more social media, word of mouth, things like that. And women are very much neglected as supporters of the dawah. You don't have to be as male or female, don't have to be as keen, but you can always support. There was an effort a while back, brothers were printing pamphlets about the dawah and stuff like that. It had one that we passed out during the Martin Luther King March. It said, "What has Islam done for the black man?" And if you read it and you take out black man, it was just pure hakimiyah. Had nothing to do with black people.
Yeah.
But they were like, "Oh, wow," only the title had black in it. You could take out black, put white, put Mexican, put Asian, you could put whatever. And because we don't spread anything other than pure hakimiyah, inshallah ta'ala, bidnillah. So anyway, with that being said, women are left off as supporters of the dawah, and they can be supporters of the dawah. The majority of the followers of Ad-Dajjal will be who?
Women.
Women. Women and Jews, but majority women would be followers. Why? Because women are trying to find a place. What's sad is that they take their codes, and they take their cues from men. So a successful woman is measured by a successful man. See, we talking about the social. We talking about the domestic engineer, right? A woman that's cooking in her home, having the meals prepared, keeping the home clean. Her husband comes home. She manages the money. That is a successful woman, a successful wife in Islam.
Mashallah.
That's a wife that if her husband dies, he's pleased with her. She can enter Jannah by any door she chooses. And at the time she dies, if her husband's pleased with her. I'm saying enter Jannah by any door she chooses. So this is truly an honor. Now let's take the woman that's out in the 9 to 5 in the corporate workplace, climbing the so-called glass ceiling, sitting the social ladder and stuff like that, and things like that. Take that woman and then promotions and things like that, more responsibility over more people. She see that as like a triumph. Like, oh man, I used to be over 10 people, now I'm over 50. She tell all her friends, I'm over 50 people, I'm managing 50 people, this and that. But the more kids she have, she's considered
low value.
Low value.
Yeah.
But
wait, she's considered low value. She has more kids.
Yeah.
They consider themselves less desirable, low value. It's like Stephen Curry's wife, Aisha, whatever her name is, right?
Yeah.
She said that she would like other men to be attracted to her. She's with a multi-millionaire, but she felt like her self-worth was low. Beautiful children, everything, right? Okay. She felt like her self-worth was low because she wanted other men to find her attractive.
His wife or his mama?
His wife.
Man.
Or for example, like Will Smith,
his
wife, Jada Pinkett, whatever her name. Will Smith.
Man, that's a gay. That's a,
but for her,
that's a gay shield, man.
That's like for me, that's what I'm thinking about when you say that, like these people.
Yeah, but she completely disrespected him. He just took it in. Too.
Yeah, that's
they'll say some remarks that will just lead into a little bit of that.
Yeah. So
complete disrespect.
So that's why we're saying that historically, women's movements prospered, they grew and prospered when men supported them. You know,
Which is ironic.
Yeah, it's very very ironic. Now, speaking of support, let's go into what is the social self-destructive, you know, self-inflicted wounds that we're seeing with women. There's a big push for the ABCDEFG community, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's a big push by them, but government-wise, the government is pushing this agenda for some particular reason. I can't wrap my mind around except that they just waiting on destruction. They're waiting on the wrath of Allah to come down. But nevertheless, who of the genders, male and female, who's supporting this movement the most? And who's affected negatively the most by the community, by the ABCDFGs?
Two important, good questions right there.
Any feedback?
I think the men is.
Think men are affected more?
Yeah.
I think the community in a whole is affected.
Yeah,
I was gonna say like everything, like the whole.
I would say the women are affected more.
Firstly,
you know why? What do the comedians and people say in this social discussion? They say, man, the more gay dudes, the more women for me. See what I'm saying? That's what men say jokingly. You know, the more of those dudes like that, the more women they offer.
Makes sense, yeah.
And it's not Muslim men saying that, but of course, right? And one brother, he quoted the hadith when Muhammad said that one of the ayatul side, one of the signs of the hour is that one woman will be followed by 50 men. And he said that these are non-gay men. I said, no, you can't do sexual preference. It's 50 women to one man. 50 women to one man. You can't say sexual preference figures into those equations. You can't
don't make your own interpretation on it.
Yeah, because the hadith didn't indicate.
Yeah, that's leave it like that.
Prison population, gang violence, which contribute to the imbalance of male and female, right? And the gay contributes to the the only women that are strictly
it makes sense.
Yeah, the only women that are strictly with women are the ones that they already got the hair on their chest. You know what I'm saying? and guess what? Look, it's amazing. Don't ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Some of those bulldaggers with the tattoos and they still be looking for dudes,
man.
Oh yeah, that kicks in, bro. You got menses, and you can't get rid of that, man. I mean, you can get rid of it. You can go into early menopause, because of the hormones and stuff you're taking. But they be shopping for dudes too,
man.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm a Harambe looking.
Harambe.
No. Look, bro. It's just
real.
Yeah. You can suppress nature and you can corrupt it, but you can't obliterate it.
Okay.
You can't obliterate it. Look. Take a man that's been like just drugged through the mud by women all his life. They took his money. They cheated on him. They did whatever, and he's an incel. Not an incel, but a
MGTOW.
What's MGTOW?
Yeah.
They really incels really hate women. They'll hurt them. They'll actually physically harm women. Incels will. I don't know if they go as far as raping, but they actually will harm. They've actually shot women before. They walk up to women, hey, can I get your number? No, bam. Broad daylight, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? These people have been really hurt by women. You think they don't want them? Yes, men always want women. Men always want women. You'll hear about one of the ABCDEFG dudes, being with one of their, female friends or something like that. Comforting her one night. She's crying and he's crying because he's soft and lovely.
Soft and lovely.
Yeah, both of them crying. The next thing you know, the double goes
in the bubble. Allahu Akbar.
They have little brown kids.
Oh, that's too much, man.
No, but I say women are affected more negatively than men.
I see what you mean, because the other day I was looking at the statistics of Anusa. Anusa means single woman in Arabic at the Middle East, like from Kuwait to Jordan to other. It's crazy. The lowest country had like close to 35% of single women. The highest is 85.
35 to 85%
single.
The women are single.
Yeah, like in Lebanon, I think it's 85.
So do they have a reason behind the
I
high
don't know. There could be different lot of reasons, but the point is, you're talking about single women in Saudi and Jordan, like 45%. UAE close to like 30. I mean, it's big numbers.
Okay.
And these are single women, non-married.
Man.
There are a lot. I'm like, wow, really? In Lebanon, they have like 85%. Let's go. You know what I mean? I'm like,
okay, Faris is disagreeing. He say he disagree with something I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know what
what
he's
you disagreeing with, man?
He
Why don't you
disagreeing
come
with
here?
something. But anyway, yeah. Salam alaikum, Mark. He don't even say salam. He say disagree.
That's a jump for right there.
Disagree with you?
Huh?
What you said?
I don't know. He didn't clarify.
John Fu, explain it, man.
He probably just, when I put my arm out, he saw that the gun. He probably disagreed. I disagree with those guns. No, but being effective negatively, that's not just the point. The point is they support it. They are the biggest supporters of what destroys them.
Yeah,
socially.
that's true.
Now, why did they say black women of any group of people, ex-slave African American women, not necessarily Africans, whatever, right? Okay, these black women in America had the highest percentage of a group of people of HIV and AIDS. How did that happen?
Wait, just the women?
As a segment of society, white women, black women, white men, black men, Asian, Mexican, they as a group, they have the highest percentage.
That's impossible.
It's not really impossible.
Because they mating with somebody else to get it.
They mating with dudes that are laying with dudes. The DL, the down low.
Let me think of this.
So because now that's what they're doing. I mean, this is the way they're getting, because see, a woman doesn't transmit that to women. You gotta go through a process, man. They have nothing. That's why when two women are caught, they're not. It's a flogging. They're just practicing. All they can do is practice. Like Allen Iverson, man. Yeah.
What do you mean flogging, man?
No, I'm saying, if two women are caught,
okay.
Yeah, the highest punishment is flogging.
Okay.
Which doesn't exist nowadays.
Yeah. But here's the issue. So she's with the community. She's with black men more than likely, 80% or whatever, with black men, and then the black men is stepping out with. They step out with a dude. You know what I'm saying, and bring that back. But see, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala outlawed anal sex, it's a real big reason. It's a big reason. The woman has an orifice, right? It flushes out toxins every month. It flushes out for a week approximately, or sometimes shorter. It shares the uterine walls, flushing out toxins, right? It's even called haid, right? It's called a place of hurt, place of pollution, a place of hurt. That's the place you don't approach. While she's filtering herself, self-cleaning, right? Yeah. The back is not to be approached. Why? Because when back goes to the front, a man naturally, if he doesn't care for himself hygienically, he develops what's called smegma, and it's like a sticky, smelly substance around the prepuce, under the skin. If it ain't circumcised, boy, you can really put some damage. You can cause uterine cancer. It's a carcinogen. Actually, it can cause cancer in the womb of a woman. Imagine you going in the back and you collecting that. Then you go in the front, grab it from a dude, bring it to your girl. Man, yeah. It's really disgusting. But who's supporting the ABCDFGs more, male or female?
Female. Females
are supporting them.
Yeah, we discussed.
I can't walk up to Yusuf, Salam alaikum, my gay homie. I can't do that. Like, nigga, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? How many dudes said, these Kafirs, right? How many dudes said, man, if I came home, who was that?
You know somebody.
No. It's Will Savant. He's like a Haitian comedian. He was on Def Comedy Jam. He said, if I came home and I caught my woman in bed with another woman, I would beat her butt for not inviting me. You know what I'm saying? That was like his whole thing, right? Because that's the way that men think. They think that's a softer thing because women can only practice with each other, right? So it's like a softer blow to a man, right? Okay, wow. Can a dude do that? You can imagine a woman comedian saying, if I caught my husband in bed with another man, I would kick his butt for not inviting me. No, a woman wouldn't say that. See, you don't have the same residuals. It's not reciprocal. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the same, it's not a mirrored effect. You know what I'm saying? So if a woman stepped out with another woman, a dude would be like, man, that's messed up, whatever, Maybe at the most, I'm talking about just a regular dude. I'm talking about a Muslim. We understand haram. I'm talking about just regular dude. Okay, but if a dude say, yeah, when that week we was not talking, I was with Daryl. It doesn't go the same way. Yeah. Even Islamically, the hudud, the hudud for 2 men getting caught versus the hudud for 2 women getting caught is night and day.
So that's not the same.
It's night and day because a woman cannot penetrate a woman. You can't. Muhammad said the one on the bottom and the one on the top. You're out of here. Right. So again, why are they the most ardent supporters of something that harms them the most?
Yeah, this is like, I talked about this today. Like when you give them 2 options, good or bad, they always pick the bad one for some reason.
Worst of the 2
it's like they're not aware that it's going to harm them.
What was that again?
It's like when you give them a 2 option, like you give women, like in general, 2 options, like good or bad. Which option they're going to pick the most? They're going to pick the bad option for some reason. I mean, if you look at it from experience, if you look at it from different aspects of life, you see it all the time. Yeah. So I don't know why, but going back to what you're talking about, it's kind of sad because, I mean, you're absolutely correct. I mean, like why they are destroying themselves, and it's funny because we come here trying to help them, to kind of save them. Yeah. But they think we're not attacking them, but they think we're attacking them. But no, we're trying to save y'all because they want you.
Yeah. We want you in a certain frame though. We want you in a frame. No dude is checking for no masculine, woman that she done took all these hormones, got attached, hair on her chest, grew some sooner. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody checking for that. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no dude. Now I seen dudes, little scrawny dudes with these big, gelatinous.
Rasputia.
Yeah. Make Rasputia look like a little. Make Rasputia look like a little PYT.
Man.
Some of these boys. Man. Sorry, I don't know. Oh yeah, you never seen what's that Norbit?
Yeah, Norbit.
Ever seen Norbit, Eddie Murphy?
I've seen that commercial. Keep moving my seat.
I told you about moving my seat.
I know Eddie Murphy, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why would they support a movement that hurts them hygienically, physically, pH balance wise? They support the movement. Now, I knew a brother had took a job as a security guard. They had him guarding a club.
All right.
Right? And the club is called here in San Antonio called the Bonham. I think it's the Bonham Exchange or something like that. I think I passed by. I think I passed by it. It's downtown.
That name is sus.
I think I passed by it. Of course, I've never been in it, but I'm saying
I'm thinking it's a big sus.
Okay, the way the brother described it is 2 levels.
They exchanging bottoms.
Yeah.
Not the bottom. It's the Bonham.
Still sus.
I guess it's like a double entendre, right?
Still sus, man.
So what happens is that there's a bottom, like there will be like a top 2 levels, I guess, at least 2 levels. So the brother said he's security on straight night. They had straight night,
Okay.
The most gays. It's a gay club. Mm-hmm. The most gays go on straight night. You know why?
Why? Tell me.
They looking.
They're
not looking to turn. They want the dudes that don't want them.
Do you realize how many times I have to do it's like a Rubik's cube? I'm flipping genders and it's like cards, man. Right now we're talking about.
Look, bro.
And he's on point with it too.
The brother clearly said, and this is the only way I had this information. He said that on straight night, because even as a Catholic, I went to a club, all that crap, but on straight night is when the gays came out. On regular gay night, what is love? Don't hurt me. Damn, it hurts. But I'm saying like that's
No more.
no more. Stop it.
That's evil. That's wicked stuff.
Allah.
Stop.
We're gonna get
They
canceled.
go,
That means gonna get
pretend
canceled,
straight.
man. Gotta watch how you
Just
say
go
it.
and inflict more damage.
Yeah.
So it does. I do
Yeah,
understand.
but why would they go on quote unquote straight night? Now it's all the rules. Okay, you have straight night. Why? So you can get in a crowd of guys. And remember, Muhammad said, well, another eye out the side, right? Another sign of the hour. What? Won't be able to tell the men from the women. Yeah. So now you up in this club, you think it's a girl, you know.
Wow.
And that's why dudes that like makeup are sus.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, some dudes can deal with light makeup, you know, but that heavy where you look like a whole different, like you shape shifting. You look like a whole different person, bro. There's a Muslim sister that does makeup professionally.
Yeah.
She can make herself look like anybody. She knows to drop the shadows and the darkening. She's really artistic, man. I mean, even though I don't like makeup, you'd be amazed what she can do. Yeah. She can make herself look like Al Pacino, and she's beautiful, sister. Without no makeup, she's beautiful. But she got the hijab on. She won't take it off. She won't take the hijab off. But she's do these things, and she'll say she'll show a picture of an avatar, the avatar lady, right? Yeah. And she'll say, "I'm gonna make myself an avatar." She would like, wow, like an avatar in hijab. Then she look like Al Pacino in hijab. Then she look like Al Capone in hijab. Wow. You know, she just make herself look whatever she wants. And that's what makeup does. Is khuda, is deception.
That's what they call it, makeup.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what they call it. It's in the name.
You made that up. Yeah. So a dude that's into that, a dude that's really into that.
Talk about game changer.
Sus, man, because you're leaving yourself open. Okay, you're leaving yourself open to that. So women that support the ABCDEFGs, you know, this is my friend. This is what's some soft name? Stefan.
Well, I mean, it happened in sport. It happened because some of these so-called transgender, actually men, competing with women sport, and they're winning.
And bro, can't help but win. You
know, I'm like, and then you go, look what you did. You made actually men win again. You wanna go against men, right? You hate men, right? But you made the men win again for the second time.
Yeah.
Even what's the first woman of the year in Time magazine was Jenner.
No, not the first, but she was that year. She was one of the year.
Yeah, he's a man.
She's stuff a lot. That's it.
He's a man, you know.
This nigga. Anyway, he.
See?
Because you said woman, and I kind of women. I bring a pronoun, but anyway,
he's a woman.
He got woman of the year.
Yeah,
hadn't even been woman of the year yet.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, they hadn't transitioned whatever yet. Of course, a man can never be a woman. Woman can never be a man. It's a genetic thing. You add a chromosome, you're gonna kill him. You know what I'm saying? You add a chromosome, you're gonna kill him. The kid gonna grow an arm out his neck and
like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, a gay Jurassic Park.
Man.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Hadn't even pretended to be a woman a year. Dude looks hideous. One somebody said that, how do you think you're gonna look like a beautiful woman when you were an ugly dude? You know what I'm saying? You were an ugly dude your whole life. And you're gonna be a beautiful woman all of a sudden? Yeah. But anyway, so not even pretending to be a woman a whole year, one woman of the year. You get what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dude just got prom queen at a high school. Some YouTuber, gay YouTuber dude got prom queen of a high school. That means that dude with his junk is more beautiful than any woman in that school.
All right, so with that being said,
self-inflicting wounds.
Yep, self-inflicted.
So if you're a woman and you're going for a woman or any woman, point blank period, how does that make them feel? How do you think that makes them feel losing to a man in the category of woman?
They brought it on themselves.
They brought it themselves. Yeah. They support the very thing that's wounding them. Now, this one sister was talking about, ain't nothing wrong with, a little bump and grind,
what is that?
Whatever she was saying.
What is that bump and grind?
Yeah,
please tell us.
Dictionary.
But like she was saying, this and that, people, she was making her little pro ABCDEFG little rant or whatever. And I say, any sister that supports that, I say, I pray you get the worst yeast infection. Because that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And I say, I pray, I say, I hope I hope if your husband steps out on you, he steps out on you with a dude. I say, we'll see if you're like that. Come home and you see two pairs of junk in your bed. You know, what you gonna do? Yeah. No. Treat it like regular. Yeah. Oh, Imam, he cheated on me. Don't mention nothing about the extra junk. Yeah. You know, don't mention nothing about it. It was like entirely too many nuts in that bed.
These nuts.
Don't mention the extra nuts. You know, the junk. Don't mention none of that. Yeah. Just say he cheated on me. I want a divorce. Don't mention it because this sister was basically saying it was like all normal. I said, man,
it's dangerous.
I said, you ever hear of Islam? That's all I can tell you. You ever hear of Islam? You know, because they be so far off of it.
Can you blame them because you have these some of so-called people follow Shi'ah, most of the Muslim anyway. Yeah. Then you have this Shi'ah telling the Muslim, you can go march with them. Yeah. You know. Yeah. You can go march with them because they're gonna help us or whatever. I'm like, how can they help you?
Well, remember, what's the institute?
Yaqeen.
Yaqeen Institute.
Yeah, that is not.
They march with. They march with them too. Yeah. You know, they march with this big black bull dagger with a.
With the tattoo. What was
she was a so-called priestess. You know, female priest, which actually against the Bible. Yeah. You know, and she had like this what's from Good Times?
What is it?
Florida Evans. She had to set her afro's a little bit better than Florida Evans. Okay. You know, and I knew something funny. She said, "Damn,
an old school show. damn, yeah, that's a scene.
But yeah, that's like, see, I don't understand it because like when I mentioned, you mentioned that there's a sister hanging around with this dude that say he's a Muslim, but he's from the alphabet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's crazy. It's crazy because as a Muslim, I'm not saying they're not Muslim or are Muslim, whatever, just don't pray behind me. You know what I'm saying? Well, but the point is that as a Muslim, if you are of that lifestyle, you still have to condemn it. Because what happens if they say nothing wrong with it? Yeah. Become kafir. There's no dispute whether you're a kafir or not. Anybody that disagrees with Allah Ta'ala or his Rasul Muhammad Sallam is a kafir. What happened when two men were disputing? And Muhammad Sallam said he made a decision between them. The man that decision was made against did not like the decision. He said, I would like a rejudging. I would like Omar to judge. Now I'm thinking he was from the tribe of Omar or relative or something. They went to the door of Omar and explained the situation. We had a dispute. Rasulullah Sallam walked up. He made a decision. He arbitrated and he ruled against me. Omar, would you please rule in this matter? Omar said, wait a second. And it's hadith sahih. They say Omar went in and got his sword, came out and passed it over his neck, and said, whoever does not accept the decision of Rasulullah, this is the decision of Omar. Easy. And like I said, it's hadith sahih.
And that's the first time hearing this hadith.
Oh yeah. A lot of people don't like to mention it, but I love it. I'm getting kind of buffy. I'm getting buffy.
I can see
you said 1 second.
Is it cold in here?
Yeah.
Is it cold in here?
The nipple's getting buffy, man.
Is it cold in here? So this is the issue. Anybody that says I don't want to wear hijab is not a kafir. Anybody that says I don't. Now, if you don't pray, there's a difference between if you miss one prayer, two prayers, you miss a prayer all day versus don't pray any at all, only pray Jummah. It's different opinions, right? But if someone says I don't feel like praying, it's different than what someone says I don't have to pray. Because see, fard, if you say I don't have to pray, that means you said it's not fard for you. That means you have direct opposition to the order of Allah Ta'ala, His Rasul Muhammad. So what? That means that you have left the deen. You have left the fold of the deen. So if someone says that, hey, I feel a certain way, when I'm next to Brother Isa, I feel a certain way. Man, I'm just saying. He said. I ain't saying. I'm saying, but Brother said that. Now, because see the thing about it, a thought and an act is two different things. Now, thoughts I mention all the time. Thoughts are coming to us through media, internet. Written,
music, video, everything,
movies, whatever. We're getting thoughts. So if a thought passes your mind, it may not be yours. Subliminally, people that sell whatever, they know the colors to flash. They know the music. In Vegas, I never been, but they say in the casinos they pump out a certain scent that scent makes you want to gamble.
Wow.
It's crazy.
What?
Yeah, there's a scent that makes you want to gamble. I heard it's free alcohol. They water it down, they keep pumping it to you, so you stay drunk. You stay drinking, so because it's coming back. You're trying to get the buzz, whatever. It's something that they do. So all of this is to do what?
So you can keep gambling.
Keep gambling. Now they tell you, you done spent, you done got wiped out of $25,000-$50,000, and they tell you, where you going? Oh man, I'm finna go home, man. I tell you what, tonight is free room service, everything. Just come back and try your luck tomorrow. You know you still got some more money.
Wow.
That room is what, $300 maybe for the night? How much room service? $300-$400? How much money they gonna make on you the next day? Oh, a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So they understand advertisement and things like that.
Capitalism,
Yeah. So just because you had a thought doesn't mean that it justifies your action. If a guy says, is he mukhanid, he says, one of the mukhanithin, one characteristic of them, they have no desire for women. They have no desire for women.
And they're called mukhanith?
Yeah.
in Arabic, mukhanith.
Mukhanith.
Plural, mukhanith. Mukhanith is single.
Yeah. You can't say mukhanithin?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Yeah. So what happens is that they have one characteristic, they have no desire for women. So when Aisha Anha and other women were sitting, and they had this guy that was known as Mukhanith, Mukhanith, he was Mukhanith, one single. Yeah. So he was there with them, and they were talking about the possibilities of this. I guess some man wanted to marry or something. He said the Mukhanith said that he should marry such and such because she has these roles. Like he started talking about her body basically. And Rasulullah, when he heard about that, he said, this man can no longer serve y'all because he notices women. And this is one of the characteristics. They can't notice women. They have no, they're like ill when it comes to women. That's what they are. How does that justify you having a whole other dude, I'm saying, shadowing you? How does that justify? It don't justify that. I'm saying your behavior is what you'll be judged by, because like I said, we're getting bombarded with all kind of thoughts and signals and subliminals, and we're getting bombarded with those. So there's a thought. How you act is what you'll be judged by. That's what it is. So now you got the women. They're trying to be hip. They're trying to be current. But like I mentioned long ago, Eddie Murphy mentioned how women love to hang with the ABCDFG dudes. They like to hang with them because they don't want nothing from them, and they don't want nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? And they just hang out and talk and all this kind of stuff. Like, and women can be catty, they can be messy, and men are not in that mode. No matter how that man is trying to fake. How do you think they learn their mannerisms? The voice is trumped up and made up. The mannerisms, they don't just naturally,
It's the time they spend with them.
Yeah, they're learning, man. They're learning that it's like an alien come down and he's learning the behaviors of humans, so he can infiltrate.
It's like betaization,
Yeah.
Straight night. What the heck?
Yeah.
And not just that, adding to what you said, what you said about how women don't have women, the issue with the what do you call it, fashion.
Yeah.
Instead of like helping women to be healthy, lose weight, it's not okay.
Yeah.
And if you talk against it, you're a fat phobia.
I am fat phobic.
Yeah, I'm like.
I used to be.
Right.
Texas thing.
I'm a what do you call that? Jabba the Hutt phobic now.
It's not healthy, man. And they get upset. I'm like, no, freaking lose some weight, dude.
No, but they won't tell each other though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That was the discussion.
Yeah.
Like I told you the other day, I'm getting it. I got it.
Yeah, I got something too. Yeah.
And I saw Yusuf walking. The video was kind of blurry. He was walking like this through the woods. I said, man, you're getting kind of big.
Yeah.
I told him, and this way men talk to each other. You get kind of big, man.
Yeah.
Man, you gonna wear that shirt? You know what I'm saying? Like that. You can kind of talk like that.
Normal.
Women be like, girl, you killing it, girl. Come on, she look like Shamu in black and white. You know what I'm saying?
They lie, man. They lie to each other.
They lie because they're trying to make the person feel good. And the first thing women say, communication is number one. That's the first thing they say. But how are you communicating? Are you communicating truthfully?
They
Tell
don't.
her, look, girl, don't wear that dress, man. You look like a busted can of biscuits. you all out the dress. You know, the dress supposed to contain. Yeah, you need to go to Amazon and type in search circus tents. I'm just saying, like, women need to be more really honest with each other.
Yeah.
You know, they're not honest with each other. You know, it's just not unless it hurts or affects somebody else.
Yeah.
That's when they're honest with each other.
Yeah.
Your husband tried to
I mean,
contact my Wali, and
you work with a lot of family
don't
issues.
do that.
Muslim.
Okay.
Okay, you work with a lot of and have you noticed, because we did for almost 2 decades, you probably more than me.
What?
Have you noticed that when you tend to help them work with them, a lot of time when the so-called wife who divorced the husband, whatever, all her friends, yeah, you go, girl,
Yeah.
yeah, kick him out.
Always.
Have you heard the other side of the story? How you know what the kid's going through?
Yeah.
And here's the one that tells the sister, yeah, let him go. You deserve better, girl. I'm like, then once she divorced him, right? One of them probably married the guy, or her life becomes miserable and nobody helps her.
Man.
Man, I don't understand these. I don't journalize, but hey,
I had the same
Yeah.
with my ex-wife. I had the same thing. Now, she would go to Masjid Park. She would park and jump in with this one sister I didn't want to hang it with, right? And then she would go to her house, and whatever. So it was a whole big thing. I felt like it was like it's something I couldn't get over. It was like a blow to my manhood.
yeah.
You know, and I felt like, hey man, look, you need to submit. You know, man. I'm at a point of no return. I'm about to snap. You know what I'm saying? You need to submit, or we're gonna be done. You know. So anyway, that situation is happening, but it was one period of time. I said, I'm gonna try her. Her friend. Yeah. She worked at the Islamic Center, right? School.
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna try her. I said,
Hold
on.
on.
I said, I'm gonna try, you know, and we were still married, right?
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna try her friend,
Gangster.
you know, because her friend causing all kind of.
Fitna.
Okay, well, y'all want to be cool? Y'all gonna be co-wives? Let's do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
I know you like that, man.
So
I know you like that. I know.
They were gonna do like a play or something at the school, so they wanted me to build like a stage that come in 4 compartments with wheels. You can, because they're women, so they couldn't really carry it, so they want to push it away, you know. So they want me to build a sort of a mobile thing that the wheels can rock.
For the kids and all
So she called me. She said, "Hey, they want you. Can you build a stage, whatever this and that?" And I said, "Yeah, I can build a stage." And I said, "Well, I'm gonna need to see show me a picture of what y'all want done, or kind of detail it, what you want done." Well, you might have to come up there. I said, "Oh, want me to come up there?" I said, "Man, this is too easy.
Right away.
This is easy."
Yeah.
So
I
say now if I come up there,
Yeah.
I said it's gonna be all business, gonna be some pleasure. She's like, "What do you mean, pleasure?" I said, "Man, look, you single. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got full, so I'm single. You know what I'm saying?" I say, you know, and I've been thinking about it. "Oh, well, come up here so I can look at you again."
Wow.
Man.
I said, man, I should have recorded. Say, this is your friend. So I went up there.
See, told you, man.
This is all the text on phone call.
Not just phone call.
Right away. He was the
because I got tired. When I say don't hang with somebody, that's my hak. That's my right. Right?
Yeah.
And if you're gonna continue to do it, and then all your friends know I said I don't want y'all bad company. All your friends know it, and they still keep in company with you, which means that they are complicit. Yeah. They're complicit in it.
So then bring it home.
That's why I say, look, I finna put the test. Now she tell me, oh, you know, this and that, because I know they riba all on me.
Right? All the time.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna put you to the test. But see, the thing I didn't know, my ex-wife used to talk, but she would tell like a little bit too much detail. The sister's like, for real? No, I'm telling you. It got back to me. It got back to me.
Yeah.
You know,
she made it easy for you 10 times 20.
And she said, I heard such and such.
Yeah.
You know, that's why she said, come up here, let me look at you. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, but nothing materialized.
Just
Just,
keep it
You only
halal.
number right now.
Yeah, he was trying to keep it halal, man. He was trying to keep it halal. You know,
yeah,
just,
I would
Mashallah,
let
man,
her
like,
know that
respects.
your friends are supporting you in all this wrong. But if they had the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, they would get down too.
that's what I'm saying, man.
They would get down too.
Subhanallah.
You know, and I'm telling you, somebody not with me, but I'm saying some of these sisters are married, and they're disenchanted, right?
Yeah.
What do? They're open. Any window or any sign, they'll divorce their husbands.
Man.
To jump in, what the Scaffold dude who was saying that women always have in their mind, they always got a backup.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like a Muslim sister, got a dude on the side piece. I'm talking about that. In their mind, you know, if I wasn't with my husband, I would, you know.
Yeah.
You know, or the dude they turned down in order to marry you, you know, they find out that you ain't simple enough, so they say what, you know, I'm gonna go discover that other dude. Now he don't want you. You know, it's just crazy, man. It's social self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah.
You know, they're steady working against themselves, and they say that communication is number one. Any woman say, what's the most important thing in a relationship? They say communication. They always say that, right? The worst thing communicating. You know what I'm saying? But they say communication. So, okay, look, if communication is so important, listen to dudes talk. Listen to your husband tell you what he likes, what he prefers in a woman. Listen to your husband. Be that. Listen to dudes talk and the problems they have with women and the this and that. And then after that, do what? After that, find your niche.
Yeah.
Get deep as deep into that. You know, if they have 10 checkpoints, try to get 8 or 9 out of those 10. Put yourself in the game.
Yeah, but the other thing though,
I hope a lot of sisters are watching this.
But the other thing though, in reality, you have to accept the fact that they're never gonna learn. Because the thing is, when they say it's all about how you say it, how you feel it.
I heard
so
that too.
many times. So the truth doesn't matter. It's how you say it, and they tell you say it this way. So when you say it this way, it still doesn't work.
Doesn't work. No. I got something for you.
It only works the other way.
I got something for you. You need to wear your hijab correctly.
Yeah.
You know, Allah's messenger, the Quran, Sunnah, here's the evidence. You know, wear your hijab correctly.
No.
Say, I would prefer you wear your hijab correctly. Can you please put on the damn hijab? see, if you would have said it nicely.
Yeah.
I heard that.
All the time, man.
As soon as you turn up,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you turn up, it's like, see, I'm not gonna wear it now because you know, that's not the way you make somebody. Like, what about the 10 times before that I tried to be so nice and accommodating? After a while, it gets frustrating. Now all of a sudden, like I say, the disagreement becomes the argument.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The disagreement becomes the argument.
That's the truth, yeah.
So we're debating who's better, Jordan or LeBron, right? Then you say, well, Jordan got more rings. Now we're talking about rings now.
Yeah.
We're talking about who's better individuals. Because they both had teams, right?
Yeah.
So now we're talking about rings. Okay, well, let's go with Wilt Chamberlain. Let's go with Bill Russell. Got more rings. Bill Russell has more rings. You know, so let's go with no. The rings are not with you. So the disagreement becomes the argument. You know, the argument was LeBron versus Jordan. There was a disagreement in that about rings. Now all of a sudden we're talking about rings now. You know what I'm saying? And like we leave the whole discussion. Let's keep it on the discussion. You know, It's not about my tone or how soft I said it or whatever. Don't make my tone the disagreement now.
No.
Right? Don't make my tone the argument. You know.
It's very unusual because I grew up in a Middle East half of my life, right?
All right.
So when I hang with the brothers, whether somebody's shouting, yelling, slapping, to us look like one.
Yeah.
Like we're sitting, okay, this guy yelled and shit, this guy slapping. We don't see difference. Here, of course, with women, you have to be like so-called soft. Well, what I'm also finding, even some men get triggered. I don't think these are real men.
What you mean?
You need to soften your voice. You need to like be nicer. You need to like you hurt my feet. I'm like, but you are a man. You're an adult.
Yeah.
You have two big coconut. I mean, like you can't be acting like a child.
Man.
I've seen this here. I see among some men they act like, dude, haq is haq, right? Of course, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala says, You don't want to be one could the غليظ الفضل لم make if you are like harsh. I'm not talking about harsh.
Yeah.
I'm not about being rude. I'm just being direct, especially with friends. We direct.
Yeah.
With a stranger, sometimes you have to be careful how you say it. But I'm seeing people like they just get their.
But they use that
puffy
ayat.
nipples.
I said okay, shukran for the ayat. I said, but can you show me any instance in the Sirah where Muhammad was in the presence of haram and stayed silent and didn't condemn it, didn't where he was really
That's a good
soft
point,
toward the haram. Name an instance.
That's a very good point, and at the same time, that in itself is an insult to our Nabi Sallallahu and the Prophet and the Sahaba. Because yes, like for example, they say that Abu Bakr he was vulnerable and nice. Don't say stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was a strong man.
Yeah, that's not the way he ruled.
He was a strong man, but the way you put him in this place, then of course when some of the stupid women feminists said that Muhammad was a feminist. Last time I heard that, they're like, really? He was a husband, he was a prophet, he was a leader, he was a general, he was everything. Do you think the general's gonna be nice all the time? What's wrong with this? But again, when you talk about this subject, they bring it up on themselves. We try to save them and tell them this is not the right way. Then you have these so-called also weak men somehow follow this same trend, or maybe they were just raised by women only.
No, but those dudes, like if I'm in a discussion on Facebook or whatever, and those dudes that jump to the white knights,
simps and white knights.
They jump to the defense of the women automatically. I wonder how they actually treat women in their life. I don't think they're sincere.
You actually
I don't think that's sincere.
But you reminded me of a very, very good book by this psychologist, I think it's Robert Glover. It's called No More Mr. Nice Guy. So he talks about that the simpish white knight, that these so-called beta male, the one who act nice all the time, right? They are themselves manipulators.
Yeah,
they don't know.
Of course.
Yeah.
So they manipulate please the woman, so for reciprocation process. But when they don't get what they want, they are the one who become abusive.
Man.
Or beating or whatever. That's a woman sometimes come like, I dated this guy, if I was not, but he became like a jerk. Yeah, because he's starting to get in your pants. He's starting to be that white knight. He wasn't showing his real who he is.
This dude, no, he's from Philly. This dude was attacking. He was attacking me. He got into it with this other sister that had attacked me in the past, but tried to get back in good graces, right? You know what he did? He sent. I think I shared the screenshot with the group. He said, "Hey, I got her personal information if you want it." And this dude is known for taking people information, doing scams and stuff like that. Probably a Muslim, bro.
Wow.
Beard and all that good stuff. Anyway, I might still got pictures of the dude's screenshot.
Sunnah clothes too?
Huh?
Get the Sunnah clothes as well?
Oh, he going to heaven. So the dude, he like, I got her information if you want it.
It's a trap.
Yeah,
it's a trap.
I give you 1 minute to accept it. Then he said, like 30 seconds later, he's like, never mind. Like, I'm like, dude, I don't want. Why would I want this woman information to harm her? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want information like that. But then she said that he posted my social security number on another post and stuff like that. Then he took it down. Like, something wrong with this dude. And I told her, I said, man, this is an FBI issue. This ain't got nothing to do with me. You posting people's social security numbers, that's an FBI issue. That's federal. I ain't got to do with that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna catch up to him.
Yeah.
And like I'm just saying, and then he sends me a picture of a woman. Was it a video or a picture? It was a picture of a woman with her badongas out, and she doing this or something. The picture, I don't know if it was a video. I'm not sure what it was. I didn't click it, so it's a picture. Look like it's a what they call it, a thumbnail. It's a thumbnail.
Yeah.
And I think if you click it, it might turn into a video. Yeah. And I'm like, man, I don't know that woman. Why you send me this woman? This naked woman. You know what I'm saying, from the waist up, naked. I'm like, why you send this woman? I don't know her. What significance? He supposed to be the sister that he's trying to expose. Like, I don't know her like that. Yeah. I've never seen a sister uncovered like that. I don't know her. Why you sending me this, man? What's wrong with you? Yeah. And I sent it to the sister. I said, man, I screenshot. I said he sent me this, and I don't, But guess what? This dude right here, he was beloved by them same sisters that were attacking me. Oh, they was all on his side.
Wow.
You know, because he was doing their bidding. He was simping for them. You always talking about women and because I'm a man. When we talk about dudes, that's highly suspect.
Yeah, I'm sure that comment came from women too.
Man.
When they say all that, yeah, because we're men. What do you want to talk about? I mean, hello, common
what
sense.
would be our concern? Well, you need to put the brothers in check. I say I don't hang with the brothers you talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know the brothers you talking about. You know, I mean, I done been in all situations over sisters. I've had a gun put right between my eyes, bro. Right outside the masjid.
Look, man, right?
Dude pulled a gun out. He pointed it down, then he raised it up like that, right to my head, trying to defend his ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? I done been all kind of. I done beat up pedophiles.
Yeah.
That even said something to kids. I ragged all them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I done been in those situations. So don't come to me after the fact saying, oh, you against women, you have a problem with women. I got a problem with your type. I got a problem with your type. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't listen, you just don't get it, and there's no help for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna fall for that dude that say he's on the manhaj, wearing Arab clothes. You're gonna fall for that dude because he hates me, and you got something against me, and then you're gonna contact me later, you know, hey, that guy right there. No, I don't wanna hear that now.
Yeah.
I don't wanna hear that now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the same thing he wearing is what the enemies of Allah wore during time of Muhammad. You know, so I'm not trying to hear that. You know, I'm not trying to hear that. They their own worst enemy. So sisters put, I love her, man, a man with a beard, I can't resist. I say, yeah, because dudes with beards, I say, have never oppressed women. I'll actually put that, I say, dudes with, because their standards are so trifling, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually had conversations with women. My husband better not get a, you know. I said, what if you're married to Michael Jordan? Could you get a? Oh yeah, he could.
Is it all?
I said, you realize he's a kafir, right? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do, man.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
It's not married for Dean, man.
Because the other day, Mahdi in his podcast, a sister came and was talking about this polygyny subject, and she said, I know it's from the Quran, but I don't like it. I don't feel it, and I'm a very jealous person. So he said, okay, if you're gonna marry somebody, what's gonna be the mahar? Oh, I don't care about money. Okay, put a number.
Yeah.
5,000.
Yeah, exactly.
You just say you don't care about the thing. Then he told her, what if your husband is Habib? If he wants to take a second, is you gonna allow him? Oh yeah, because he's rich and he got the money he can do it. You see, they don't, when they marry somebody that they think is low or like not rich, they want to just control him. No, you cannot have a second. You can have a third. You just might. You're gonna screw it up. But with somebody rich, hypergamy, right? And somebody higher up, oh, he can have it.
You know what settling for them is? Settling is financial.
Yeah.
It's all financial.
Yeah.
Settling is all financial. Harvey Weinstein, how you think he survived all those years?
Yeah, it's freaking
molested those women. He gave them movie roles.
Dude, some of them actually.
It was quid pro quo, right? Yeah. Give and take.
Like in Bollywood.
Give to get.
In Bollywood, I have friends, from India. They were telling me, people in the industry, that some girls actually they know you have to do all this stuff, Allah haram, crazy thing to get in, and they do it.
Well,
man.
And they've been working for years.
Yeah.
No issue. So you basically sold your dignity.
It's no such thing as talent.
Yeah.
What are the best actresses? Meryl Streep, considered one of the best actresses, and you got the other ones, whatever, right? You know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, you think they got there for looks? I think she might was nice back when she was younger, but they all went through the processes. Not only them, but Will Smith and the rest of them went through the process too. Man. Yeah. They like a little double. And bubble. They like a little, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so it's whatever it is. I'm watching the Squid Game, right?
Yeah.
So,
you finally watching it?
So these guys come in with the masks, the VIPs, and they looking at the game. People dying on these little glass squares, looking at the game, and the guy like, hey, the guy serving them alcohol, sit right here by me, because I may need more alcohol. Then take off your mask, let me see your face. Dude, gay in the mother. Yeah. But they got women, in body paint, whatever.
A chair, whatever.
Yeah, like using them as footstools and as chairs and as headrests. The guy leaning back on the woman because she got to stand there and hold his head up. And all the time, like, but then he introduced. You know what I'm saying?
See the propaganda.
They gotta put that, you know, in everything. They gotta have something, you know. And like I say, in Islam, they already infiltrated. There's a so-called masjid in Houston, and other places I heard. There are other places. I mean, like they talk about Muslims are terrorists and all this kind of stuff. Man, look, if we were, a whole bunch of dark black masajid, boy, with smoke coming up out of them.
Yeah, like Alice is bad terrorist. Like if you are,
they're terrible.
Bad. Yeah, terrible.
You flunk.
Yeah, but you see, in right now in churches, they use it usually this feminist system or ideology basically infiltrated the churches. So now they have this problem where men are not like real men. You know, they have this issue going on, and now they're targeting the masajid. So in the masajid, when you have an organization that says we need 50-50, we need 50% has to be women. Like why it has to be women? Why can it be qualified? Let's say maybe the candidate says okay, hire her. She's qualified.
Yeah.
Does it have to be a woman? They want to make like 50-50. Like, why? And now you're going to introduce, because honestly, sister, they're actually not obligated to go to masjid. Islam isn't obligated. Yes, they can go learn and whatnot and spend time with other sisters and socialize, but they don't have to. They make like a big deal out of it. Then they say, take the sitar off and let's sit together. And now you're telling me some of the halaqat, they're like mixed now. Right? You're telling me some of the halaqat, they're like mixed now. I'm like, how can I focus? You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, like I talk about the brother in the masjid because the partition, the hijab was a wall that had like the lattice, like the garden lattice.
Yeah.
And you could see through it, but it separated the women from the men, right? So it kind of went at an angle. So if the brother hit probably against that wall, he looking right at the sisters, and the whole couple of brothers looking. He looking right at them.
I remember that.
The sisters complaining. What's up with brother so-and-so?
Hey, they want to marry you. What's wrong?
He's acting weird. You know, he's like he just staring at us the whole time. You know, and I mean, and that's what it is, and that's why men should be facing forward, women should be facing forward, even if there's no partition. That's not a problem. Yeah. You know, it's not a problem. The partition is now we notice in the masjid the decent women wanted not only that partition, they wanted a curtain. They don't want to be seen. They want to breastfeed. They want to be able to relax.
They have haya.
Yeah, they have
bashfulness.
And the women that's trying to push their way to the front, you know, ain't nobody want them anyway. Yeah.
But they're doing this, and like you were mentioning, I mean, especially with the youth nowadays. I mean, okay, you can be possibly in one room, maybe the brothers on the front or the sisters on the back or whatever, right? Like separate. Yeah. No, it's all mixed. You'd be sitting here, there's a sister here, a sister in front of you, a couple is there. I'm like, how are you going to focus? Yeah. Look, I mean, as a man, how are you going to focus?
Yeah. And I'm a foot man, so you can't be in there with your toes on.
Here's something
about the toes.
Yeah, I can't. You got. If they nice, if they hideous, if they hideous, I'm actually lead a masjid. Say, can you get those T-Rex foot?
Yeah. Well, anyway, so they're slowly they're going to interject this. As you also know, that a lot of sisters actually, there are more women or sisters in university than male or men, and they get influenced
most enrolled. Yeah.
Most enrolled, and you get influenced by these so-called gender studies and feminists and women rights and whatnot, and it basically distorts their ideas, their minds. And I'm finding a lot of sisters that in the age of like 30 and up, single, because you know they've been busy with the college,
trying to be a man. They've been busy trying to get the male qualifications.
Right.
Because see, once a male go through the education and he gets his career, all that kind of stuff, now he's ready to support a whole family, right? He's ready for a wife and whatever comes from her, right? Yeah. Getting it out. So, but the woman is out doing the very same thing. Those men in the university, trying to qualify. The women are handling they're going for the same qualifications. Now you got a woman that's trying to become independent before she's a dependent. She's trying to become an independent before she's a dependent. Yeah. Meaning that she really don't need you, bro. She don't need you.
Because when they say independent, actually in reality is independent of men.
Yeah, exactly. That's
what it is. And what happened is very difficult because if you're, let's say, born and raised here, 12 years old from public to high school, then 4 or 5 years in college, you're looking like almost 20 years of her life is these ideas.
No.
So when you explain to her that, in Islam, there's, Islam is a patriarchy, the man is the, like the mom and dad used to be, we listen to them, obey them. Now the husband, you gotta listen to obey the husband, except in the haram, you don't obey them in the haram, right? And respect them. When you bring the subject, they cringe. They get upset.
You know what though? Those that are forced by their family and their parents to go
It's
through
their
that,
it's the
go
parents'
through
fault
that
too, yeah.
independent process.
Yeah.
Guess what happens? As soon as they find them a man, they drop all that crap.
What do you mean?
A PhD, whatever. They find them a man that's going to maintain and protect them. They become wonderful housewives. They were only doing all of that to qualify for their parents. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of them don't never use it.
Oh, okay.
A lot of them don't never use it.
Regular people when they graduate, they don't use these are guys don't use it, right? Most of them, like they don't. I mean, I've known so many folks, brothers or even guys, not Muslim, major in a field. They graduate. First of all, they're not able to find a job for like 1 or 2 years, and when they get into something, 90% of the time it's not even their field.
Yeah.
These are with the guys. Imagine with the ladies.
Yeah. College is a farce. Trade school has always been, from the small African village, from the small African village.
Yeah.
And even Islamically, if you wanted your son to learn, you would send him to clean the alim's house.
Yeah.
He sweeps, he cleans the yard. He does whatever, right? Because he's in the company of knowledge now.
Yeah.
And that's what you want from him. That's the trade school concept. This guy, he builds the huts in the village, right?
No.
He's the best hut builder. So you send your son to work for him and bring some snacks, bring some sweets, and he leaves. He comes back with lunch. Mom, you cook lunch. So
Teach him accountability, responsibility from that age, right?
But look. Right now, I'm gonna tell you, people are spending $18,000 for trade school, right?
Right more than that at some of them.
Yeah, of course, 30,000 sometimes.
Now it's going up because there's a demand. Because before it was way, way cheap.
But check it out though. So if a person said, look, call a plumbing company. Say, look, I'm not calling to ask if you're hiring. I just want to be a helper. Donate a year of your life if you can as a helper. Tell him part-time helper. Tell him from 8 in the morning to 12 at lunchtime, I'm a pill out. And if it's a day that you have open all day, just stay 8 hours. You know what's going to happen after a year, man?
Skills.
You're going to be a master plumber.
Yeah.
Or you could spend a year paying, this tech school $30,000 to become a master plumber.
Yeah.
Or
Then
become a journeyman.
But when you graduate, you have to go through experience. You have to go through the work. You have to go.
And you got to pay it back. And they're going to say, what experience do you have? Well, I just graduated from trade school. Well, call us back when you have experience. Or they're gonna try to give you $10 to $12 an hour. You're like, man, I can do everything you can do. Why would I take? Okay, well, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, the only time you go to big school, if you want to be a doctor, attorney, scientist, engineer, highly level skilled, then yeah. But for most of the stuff, I don't see any value. I see people that graduate as a history. What are you gonna do with that?
What about business?
Be a teacher? Okay, you can be a teacher, but
What about business administration?
Most useless degree. Look, I'm in business. Most useless degree ever. Okay, has no value whatsoever.
Women that go into that, they're seeking to have authority.
They go with gender studies. That's what they study. Gender studies.
What about
psychology?
What about sociology?
That's made up. They made that up. Social studies, sociology, all that
observation.
These
are not actually scientifically science.
Some people major in English. What about that?
You can teach English. That's fine. You can be a teacher. You can start online creation, online stuff. 4 years. Hey, that's only for the people overseas.
If you're gonna major in English, then you need to write books.
Yeah.
You need to publish periodicals and articles and
become a journalist.
You gotta actually use that because otherwise you don't need it.
All right.
Yeah.
Look at
pretty soon they're gonna offer a course of memes.
I'm sure they're
it will come. It will come. No, it will come. It will come. There are a couple of authors wrote books and they sell on Amazon. They're not even actual authors.
Yeah.
I mean, even Rollo, if you read it, it's basic English.
Yeah.
You just sell it. Yeah. Time has changed, man. You can even do sign language and sell it too.
Well, I'm actually the book. I'm writing it in text. Actually, like the way text will be written. I'm writing it like in social media texting, DM type. That's the format of it. It's not even like
Maybe you should be the first one to write in memes. Publish in meme format.
Russian
The first
campaign.
one.
They
The
flipping
first
book.
one, yeah. 1,000
Book gonna be
pages.
the stick.
Yeah, 1,000 pages. The first one writing meme.
Yeah, I can't do that
He's
one.
a meme guy.
Oh, for real, man. Nobody can beat it. We were the first one. We have 3
Man.
witnesses. You know, they start me on like 2. We
Can't do the meme.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We gotta have a team.
Anyway, so again, just to close it out, you know, there's a social, self-destructive, you know, self-inflicted, you know, wounds that Muslims in general,
Yeah.
people in general, but dealing with women, it's like if I'm seen as a person that hates women, my wife think I love women. See what I'm saying? There's no woman that ever been with me that says he don't like women. He loves women. He loves like women a little too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then the audience may say, well, he hates women. Well, okay, peel back that barrier that keeps you from understanding and just listen. If a man says, this is what I want, you know, this is what I want. If a man says, if he calls home, he say, I'll be home at 6. Okay. Well, I'm about to cook. What would you like to eat? You say, make that pasta dish, whatever. Make this whatever. Yeah, make this thing I like, right? And you get home and it's hot dogs and canned chili. That's the gender dynamics that we're going through, the relationship dynamics we're going through right now.
That's clear.
You know, it's like, well, I think hot dogs are sufficient, or maybe you should try hot dogs. We had a whole discussion about the pasta that I wanted, but I get home and it's what you wanted for me, because you're not listening to the man. You're not listening to the man, right? So when he becomes dissatisfied with you, then what it is? Oh yeah, people are divorcing their wives, and yeah, because it's allowed. It's allowed, you know what I'm saying? And this is the problem that we're having. They're not listening. They think they're being under constant attack. And everybody that they saddle up with and befriend, the cat women that's around them, are not benefiting you, okay? Not benefiting you. When my ex-wife, one of my ex-wives, many, okay, one of them, when we had an issue, she would go to someone of knowledge. She never called her friends to mediate. They were the problem. She never called her friends. She always went to someone of knowledge, Abu Ahmed, or sister from Egypt, whatever. You know, it was someone of knowledge to mediate.
Correct way,
Yeah, but it was never the friend, the company. But guess what? I could call my company to mediate them. If I had an issue, I could say, Yusuf, could you sit in, you know, and listen to this issue and tell me if I'm wrong or, you know, whatever. I can call Jawaz all the time. Jawaz always good with the advice, yeah. So I'm saying, like, I can do stuff like that. But they can't, because I'm choosing my company carefully, and I have like this stigma, this attitude. If a man told me, like say a Muslim especially, but a Kafir even told me, hey man, let's go to the club, I get angry, like I get like, I feel offended. I saw a dude I hadn't seen in a long time. Matter of fact, I ain't seen him in so long. He said we went to high school together. I don't remember this dude.
Man.
Well, you know, you try to be cool. You try to be, you know, try to be social. So he said, like, man, I ain't seen you since 10th grade, man. He said, you ain't changed a bit. And I got an issue. I got mad.
Man.
I said, what you mean I ain't changed? I thought he was offending me Islamically. Or he was offending me as a Muslim. He said, oh no, man, I don't mean like that. He saw I got mad. You know, I got mad. And it's like, I don't need partners in sin. I need people to be like, you know, I need people to well, I could go and get away from that. I don't have to worry about Yusuf saying, hey man, you know, let's go to the club.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, drink this, man. You know, if Yusuf say drink this, it's halal. You know what I'm saying? Now the company they keep, man, boy, I tell you, it's wild. And like I say, same with the ABC, the FG, and stuff like that. There is no good going to come out of that Muslim sister hanging with that dude.
I know,
yeah. Salam alaikum. You know, like what good is going to come out of that? You know, for first of all, you're making Islam look really, really bad.
Yeah.
You know, and if is he like this? Is he acting like that? Because if he is, then he can't be in the masjid. You know, he can't be in the fold of the ummah if he's acting like that. You know, if a dude just, you know, like I had an Uncle Michael, man. You know, I never knew that dude was like that. I never knew he was like that. You know, he had a house, 2 rooms. It was a dude, but the dude didn't act like that. You know what I'm saying? So I thought he had that room and he had that room. And I came to his house one day, and usually when I'm there, one of them is home and the other one's at work because they had different shifts at the same Airbnb, whatever, bed and breakfast, whatever. So I came in there, and he's like, man, I need you to do this, you know, because the house moves a lot, so I had to always pass the sheetrock every so often. Yeah, I need you to do this. I need you to do that, like that. And I'm like, yeah, I look, and the door was cracked, and I saw that nigga in the bed.
On his bed.
Yo! And I said,
Your uncle, man.
man, I called my dad. I said, Dad. He said, what? I said, you tell my Uncle Michael, man. He said, oh, you ain't know? How the hell am I supposed to know? Bro, he don't act like that at all. He don't act like that at all. And which means that I don't have any right on him to accuse him until I saw that. I didn't see him in the act, but hey, nigga, I'm your sheets.
Big sauce. Big sauce.
Got 2 different kind of DNA over there. Strong. You got 2 different kind of DNA up in there. I'm saying, and it's crazy because that's how I found out. I called my dad. My dad confirmed it. Yeah, man, he been like that. Him and that dude been together for 30 years, 40 years, for real, like a long time. They been.
Commitment.
That little boy toe up.
Stop
That little boy toe up.
this guy.
You don't even fart. He go.
Stay.
Man.
Like a breeze. Like, oh, it's getting cold in here.
It's so wrong, man.
No, but I'm saying like you don't have to be.
Yeah.
You know, like that. It sounds like, you know, you ain't got to be all like that because from what I understand in the Dola Islamia, if you walk around and imitated a woman, like a woman like you know the dudes, man. Yeah. He said you'll be taken to like the edge of the Islamic Authority and told to go live with them. Yeah. No matter what you claim to be, go live with them. That's acceptable there. Yeah. It's not acceptable here. You know, men had to, you know, even the, you know, Khalifa had no right to what happens inside of your home. Yeah. He has no right to it. And you can be drunk, you can be making it rain up in there, you can be doing whatever you do. He has no right to what's happening inside your home. You know what I'm saying? You know, unless someone came out and complained that
because spying is actually one of the basic Islamic teaching is, you know, spying is not allowed.
Even for the Sultan can't spy on you. Man, it's crazy, right? He can't even do it. You know?
But nowadays we all are spied. Like social media, online, everything tracked. It's becoming normal, you know.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, so these social self-inflicted wounds are they're many, and they stem from the support system of the women. The support system does not have their best interest at heart. The company they keep doesn't have their best interests at heart. The agendas that try to, you know, like I said, when you try to elevate women, they take their cues from men when they talk about success. Try to elevate women to the level of men, they'll never reach it. You have to do this to men. Yeah. You have to bring men back down. Now I couldn't say, you know, I say, oh man, you're looking very beautiful today. You know, I can't say that. I can't say. I can't even say. I say you make that dress look good. I couldn't say that. You know, if I say mashallah, sister, you know, got me. You know, police pull up. You know, what's this mashallah we hear? Like?
What's this mashallah?
Yeah, what is this mashallah?
Mashallah. What's going on here? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Got a screenshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying like they took away chivalry, they took away macking, they took away compliments, you know. They took away all that from the men, and the women are saying the men are abandoning them. You know, where's the chivalry? Well, chivalry can get you 10 years in prison.
And it's crazy. These same ideas, because they also promote the killing of the babies too.
Oh, yeah, of
They
course.
heavily promote that stuff, and the father has no right to stop it.
No.
During the
No
abortion,
right.
the man has no
Rights.
right?
No rights.
The same exact idea. I was listening to this was in the Khalid in the Gulf. There was a TV, and this host, sister, of course, tabarruj and everything, talking to one of the shuyukh, and the way she's talking, like very, like why you all write books about women stuff? You're not a woman.
Yeah.
Of course, he says Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Sahaba talking about this was,
Yeah.
I mean the level.
Neither were the messengers.
Either she's extremely ignorant of the deen, or just she's basically doing her job as whatever they told her to say.
Yeah.
Everything that is a feminist idea, it was all on the TV. This is the TV that millions of people watch in the Khalij.
Yeah.
And the way she's presenting it, like, they should work, they should go out, they should not do this. I mean, like, what is wrong with the basic of the thing? Like for example, why do we need a tafsir? We're Arab, we can stand Arabic. We don't need tafsir. We don't need exegesis. We don't need explanation.
Wow.
I'm like, but the same thing coming from who? Woman again. What I mean? Like,
Have you seen the videos of women snapping, getting triggered when a man holds the door for them?
yeah, I've seen a couple of
I ain't
times.
seen
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're out there.
Yeah.
It's after you, and I still do it. I do it for men, women. Somebody come behind me, it's a courtesy.
I only do it
door.
for me.
I hold the door. So they got videos of a guy like after you and like you think I can't get the door myself? You know what I'm saying?
Get upset.
Like think I need you to hold the door for me. This is misogynistic and and all this kind of stuff.
Get
All
tired
different
of that,
terms.
Man, you can't win.
Yeah, you can't win. So
You also have to look at the language, especially when some of the sisters said, "I'm not a feminist." Yes, you are. You just said misogynist.
Yeah.
You said patriarchy. You said everything that these cancerous hayawanat talk about it. You basically mentioned it.
Yeah.
Man,
So you don't have to claim yourself that you're not a feminist. The fact that you think like them, that's enough for me.
that's it.
yeah.
And how do you filter them out? I tell them a question. Okay, let's say this. If you have a full-time job and we married, you're gonna stay home. Got a problem with that? If they say yes, khalas, you're a feminist. You know what I mean? Then I said,
Remember Kevin Samuels told that lady, he said, "Are you a Christian?" He ain't either. But he said, "Are you a Christian?" She said, "No." Well, you say you're gonna pray on it. Who you gonna pray to? What God you gonna pray to?
yeah.
She said, "Well, I'm gonna pray, to the universe and to the forefathers." And she said, "No. What God are you gonna pray to?" Like they said, "Well, my mother's a Christian and she gonna pray for me." Like it's like just
He said, Jesus.
yeah. Like you say you're gonna pray. I'm trying to figure out who you gonna pray to.
Yeah.
You start mentioning like a list of things, like you've been to HEB or something, You've been to Walmart, you got a whole grocery list of people you're gonna pray to. Say, no. This day she says, she said, we're not a Christian, so what God you gonna pray to? And she said, well, my mother's a Christian and she gonna pray for me. Dude, you keep praying for me.
It's very sad. They don't understand that you're swallowing these corrupt ideas. It's
Poisons.
destroying your own kids,
Self-inflicted.
your boys, your brothers, your uncles, your so-called husband or ex-husband. You're destroying them because of these ideas and philosophies of so-called. When I say Islamically, yes, they can work, they can have their job, they can study. Muhammad Sallam said, "Al-ilmu faridatun ala kulli muslim," which means the ilm, the knowledge, is farida on every male Muslim and female Muslim, right? But that was about the deen in general. Nobody's denying that. But when you take the career and work and to be like men to like level 9,000.
Yeah, most of them don't have careers, they have jobs.
Yeah.
They call it a career. Everything's a career.
Yes, everything is
Everything's a
career.
career. I got a career on fries.
Yeah. but they need to wake up. We try to help them, we try to advise them. Then you have these stupid simps that goes and clap with them and attack us too. This is a traitor. I call them khawana, khayinin, khayinin rijal. Wallah, they're khawana. They're like, what you do? We're guys. Why you become a traitor, man? Yeah. I don't think you're a man. It could be something else. Yeah. Subhanallah.
Well, anyway, like I said, it's they need to listen to men, watch the company they keep, watch the ones that are supporting them, because that is the best way to trivialize their plight. Yeah. Is to have someone support you with illogical arguments, and have those individuals that are supporting you that are actually hurting your. They're hurting your goals, the goals you have in mind. Because I'm telling you, if you're going to still keep company with the ABCDFG community, if you're going to back them and support them and defend them, which I've heard from Muslims do that, then
Yeah.
if your husband married a tranny as a co-wife, would you be cool with it?
What?
And the thing is, the only
No,
solution.
but this dude claimed to be Muslim.
Wow.
He said he went to the masjid in Atlanta, and the imam. Now I don't think the imam knew what it was behind that niqab, because on his page got a picture of old boy standing there with the niqab on.
Going back to my rap, man.
Under the rock.
That's what I'm saying.
Atlanta, I believe it.
Well, he moved from Philly to Atlanta. In Atlanta, he said that if it was so haram, why would a masjid marry us? Well, first of all, masjids don't marry.
Yeah.
This thing has to have a wali. And the only way a man can have a wali if it's post-pubescent, it's young, before puberty, or you're not wrapped too tight. You need a how you say, not a mola, like a
Something like a
the wali.
wali.
You need someone like
caretaker.
financially. You're not supposed to give them all of their wealth if they can't handle their wealth. You're supposed to like meet it out to them and don't take anything from it. Stuff like that. And there's all kind of different rules to that. So anyway, it's not working in women's favor. Now the sisters that are married, alhamdulillah. You know what I'm saying? The sisters that have been married for
Long time.
I mean, they got sisters been married for they stretched out. They can be married for years. And they're in a really blessed position, because what they can do is sit down with their husband, like even after 10, 20 years, sit down with your husband and say, what more can I do to make you happy? What more can I do to guarantee this lasts forever? What more can I do? You can be like, man, you can go get your damn feet done. I'm saying like
we all have our thing. Come on, man.
But I'm saying so he might say, well, since you mentioned it, I don't like. Oh yeah,
They're gonna cry. No matter what you say, they're gonna cry.
I'm gonna call my gay friend. Anyway, so you know what I'm saying, like they want honesty. They say they want honesty, but even Rasul said you can lie to your wife in order to please her.
Yeah.
I
remember you
the
telling
white
me
lie.
that shit.
Hey,
The white lie.
Babe, do I look fat in this abaya?
Yeah, you are.
Babe, they don't make an abaya. They can hide all that. Baby, I told you go to type circus tent in Amazon and see what you can get. No, I'm saying like, do I look fat in this dress? Say PHAT.
Yeah,
and
it's funny, and they say these women. I never take advice from women in a relationship. That's the rule number one. They tell women, "Oh, be honest." Yeah, right. Be honest.
No, you don't be honest.
The only solution,
be honest.
the only solution for women in general. Let's say they're not Muslim. For you, women,
it ain't worth it.
Islam is the only solution for you. You need to study Islam, understand how it works. And for the Muslim sisters, get back in the deen. Get back in the deen. Go to the Sunnah, look at the Sahaba, study it, understand it. And apply it, because you call yourself Muslims, but you follow ideas that is not from the Islamic ideology, right? From the Mabadi Islamiyah. You know what I mean? Islam to you became like a tradition. Study the deen, apply it, and inshallah everything will be fine. Instead of
the brothers in some community have committees. Like I know Masjid Al-Taqwa in the Bronx or whatever, Siraj al-Hajj Masjid. They were known to take people down in the basement and flog them and beat them with shoes.
I like that
kind of stuff and things like that. So, but anyway, so what happened was they actually had a committee of brothers. If a brother is accused of hitting his wife, or brother, and these brothers claim to be going to heaven and all that kind of
abuse
stuff.
and whatnot,
So they had a committee of brothers that would actually go check that brother.
Yeah,
that was stuff like that. Now it sounds like a noble idea, right? What happened when Omar Radallahu entered the house of a man and him and his wife were going at it, and he was, it ain't like he wasn't beating her down or like that, but he was actually disciplining his wife.
Yeah.
Omar just sat there. He came out, so I'm like, white Islam, they didn't discuss it. Not his business. I don't know about all the Muslim lands now, but many Muslim lands are still holding on to the same tradition with the Islamic police or whatever, the Islamic Arab police. They still hold a position. If you jack your wife up and they walk up like, hey, what's going on? This is my wife. Oh, they walk away.
And we're not trying to say that sisters should not get help. Don't get me wrong, but the sad thing, the reason they did this, we don't have Islam as a system. Doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Because if Islam exists as a system with the Mahmat al-Qadha and stuff like that situation is not going to go further. The Qadi will take care of it, right? But we don't have the system. So what we do, we look for minority solution, temporary solution. Oh, let's create this new thing.
Yeah.
Let's make this new. And you're actually causing more problem now.
Yeah.
That's the problem with us, Muslim in general. This is our problem. We have all these issues and problem. But when we look at the Islamic history like a fairy tale, like when we ruled the world for like almost like 1,500 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well.
Any question there? Is there any comments? Any questions?
Nah, this
Jump food. That's it.
They ain't saying nothing, brother Hamid and Jump Fu. They're not saying much. People are watching though, but alhamdulillah. Well, I guess that's it. The conclusion: sisters need to stop giving society a stick to beat them with.
Yeah.
You can't just grab support from wherever support is offered. You can't. You have to actually listen to the men that you have issue with. Ask them, what is your issue? I've had sisters ask me. I used to jump in the DM. They're like, what is your issue?
Actually, we tried many times, and every time we bring it up, they still get upset. We tried many times, man.
But guess what? But guess what? Many sisters are on board though. Many are on board.
Yeah.
And those are the few, the proud. You know what I'm saying, those are the ones that are actually on board, and the other ones, like, okay, well, you were against me because, you married this other guy because he was against me, and y'all thought y'all was a good match, and he oppressed the mess out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But whoever I married and divorced, they can't claim oppression. They can't claim oppression. They can claim opposition. They became the ops. I even did one called Wifey Became the Ops. Meaning like you in a situation where you and your wife are just getting along just lovely, right? And there's a sister that wants to, she looking for a husband, you looking for, you see her, you're like, oh my, wow, you want another wife, right? Next thing you know, your wife becomes like this BI, she becomes this BI. Yeah. And she just, she only cook enough for her and the kids. She won't, all the crumbs the kids put on the bed, she'll dust them over to your side. That type of, all kind of, she'll like get a small blanket and lay under the blanket and go to sleep and leave you with no blanket on the bed, instead of a big blanket. All kind of little bitty things, that she knows it's bothering you, irks you, right? She don't make the food like you like it. If she does make it at all, I'm not cooking. You say, babe, roll over. No, I got a headache. That type of thing. So you're like, what does that do? That make the other women like, man, it really is a good idea.
Yeah.
That don't make him like, oh, my wife is acting up, I'm not gonna marry you. No. I'm saying the other woman ain't finna give you those problems because she's trying to get in good. The one that's already in, she's a queen on the throne. That's her house, right? That's her house. She's a queen on the throne, right? And like the dude said, that when you're single, your house looks like a bachelor pad. As soon as you get married, your house looks like a gay dude lived there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That same house you had looked like a gay dude moved in. Why? Get on the curtains and all this kind of stuff. Like, man, I put a sheet up on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Or just some blinds, that's it. And that's the way it is. So, it's crazy how, like I said, they keep company with the ops. They listen to the ops. The ops is actually their most ardent supporters. They had a problem with men oppressing them, and they formed a movement that was supported by mostly men.
Well, oppressing more.
And they said the donations, majority came from men. Men funded that thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Men funded that thing. So it was, but men were the oppressors in this so-called oppressors in this particular. Now, I didn't read all of the talking points of the women's suffrage movement. I didn't read all the talking points. Half of it probably nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was mostly for the white class. It wasn't even for,
of course.
It wasn't for the other so-called minorities,
Yeah. It's like what Chappelle said. Chappelle said he called this black lady who's a feminist and told her, hey, you going down and participate in the march? They doing a march, a feminist march, right? She said, man, I ain't going on there. I hope them white women get pepper sprayed. Hope they get tear gas. Because she automatically, that's white women stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They had more privilege than black men, Mexican men, and of course more than black women. They had more privilege, but yet they were the ones saying, we're oppressed, and their husbands were running the country.
Man.
It's like when they said Michelle Obama came on TV and said, "Bring back our girls." Remember they had African girls got kidnapped.
The Boko Haram, whatever.
Yeah, Boko Haram, whatever. Said, "Bring back our girls." And Bill Burr said, "Ain't your husband the president? What the hell are you talking to us for?" Say, "I'm a comedian. What am I supposed to do? I'm a comedian. I'm supposed to, what I'm supposed to do? Go over to Africa and fight these dudes? Your husband is the leader of the most powerful country in the world. And you're going on TV talking about bring back our girls."
Man.
Yeah, but guess what? Girls only. What about the boys? Those boys that were kidnapped, put them into training and other crazy haram stuff. What about them?
And America was the only country that didn't sign the Child Soldier Act.
Yeah.
You know why? Because America uses child soldiers in other countries. They don't use them here. Here you got to be 17 to sign up, 18 to fight.
Even factories, like businesses too.
Yeah.
Use
They're the only ones that didn't sign the Child Soldier Act. What's that about? You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, again, like I say, the ops are supporting them. They're keeping bad company, getting bad advice, not listening to the men.
Yeah.
Not listening. You gotta listen to the men.
Yep.
You gotta listen to the men.
When you listen to the men, you have to.
And everything you hear is not against you.
Yeah. It sounds like, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, look, okay. if brother say, yeah, hey man, you kind of humming, bro. Now is that against me? Oh, how dare you? Smell me from 5 feet.
You smell shaming.
Yeah, you smell shaming. Yeah,
smell shaming. Smell shaming. I like that. Smell shaming.
But see, that's crazy because see what he said, only makes me want to shower, deodorize, stuff like that. Now I ain't got that issue anymore. You tell a woman, hey, you kind of humming. You could have said it differently. I said, yeah, but you're still stinking. Now you're crying, your tears stink. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, you still don't smell good. Can you crawl over there?
Crawl over there.
Like I say, all that sounds harsh, but at the end of the day, who's giving her that advice? You know what women do? When one of their friends think, they go, "Oh, somebody, you don't know who it is." It's sure.
They're never direct.
You know who it is. Yeah, they don't say, "Look, hey, you let her come out of the house looking like that. You let her come out of the house smelling like that." Man. I'm telling you, women sit around and talk about me. Remember Deborah? Man,
they do. This.
Deborah used to. And say, anybody ever tell her? Tell her. What you mean? It ain't fun.
Even in our guys' discussion, we talk about maybe deen, politics, fitness, working out, activities. And when the subject of talk about somebody, a lot of time we don't do too much. That's very low. The only time we talk about somebody is to advise them or help them. Somebody needs help. But to be honest, a lot of women, they love riba.
Or it's funny and it's mutual.
Yeah.
We all
know. Inside joke, yeah.
They say, riot's coming.
Yeah.
When the so-called riot's coming, I say, girl. Girl.
That's how he says girl.
He say girl. Like that. He walks in, there you go, girl. Like, it's like a...
Oh, yeah, we good.
It's male banter,
Yeah. But women, they do a lot of riba. The first conversation, what happened? What he said? Oh, why are you getting into people's business? Yeah. They love that stuff.
It's normal.
Again, it's I have to accept the reality is part of their thing, right? But
they're equal.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah. Equal. Stop it. Equal.
Equal my foot.
Yeah. Anyway, so I guess we ran this into the ground, but hopefully something came out of it. This is men talking about the issue. We are all pro women. Okay, we're all pro women. There's nobody anti-woman here.
Yeah.
Okay, but not every communication is going to be favorable, or to your liking. Not every truth is going to be on your side. But at the end of the day, if you're for truth and you're about truth, what happens? Truth is going to benefit you. I'm saying
exactly.
Like one brother said, the hikmah can be soft, or the hikmah can snap your neck. I'm saying, the hikmah. Abu Ahmed said one time, he said the hikmah is not always soft. Sometimes the hikmah pops upside your head like that. Yeah, because sometimes that's what you need. That's what you need. So, like I said, this is all for the benefit. Whoever takes it, don't take it. Continue in your ways.
And don't forget to share this podcast. And if you have any disagreement, leave it in the comment section. We'd highly appreciate it.
Inshallah ta'ala. And I don't know about this lighting. This Yusuf's fault.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Even the doubt is like the camera's supposed to be done anyway. But just go ahead and turn it off.
All right. This has been Saudi Imam for Ex-Faktly. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.